When I took over the government, I realized debt sustainability alone is not sufficient. How are we going to earn the foreign exchange? How are we going to have a positive balance of trade? In that, there were many suggestions. But what is the low-hanging fruit? And one of the low-hanging fruits was tourism. Let's promote tourism fully. That means we have to move out of the present framework. We have to compete. Russell is now having its 58th anniversary. There are countries like Vietnam, I'm sure, the equivalent must be much shorter, maybe 20 or 30 years. But then why is it that they have more tourists than we do? That's the question. So can we at this stage improve on tourism? This year is 1.5 million. Looking back at 2021, yes, it is good, but next year must be 2.5 million. And year after we have to go up. Secondly, how much do we earn per head? That's another issue. How do we increase that? I think the era of minimum rates also have to go out. We must on our own be able to go for high rates. We have to ensure that we have a good product. So we have to specialize. Without this, how do we go up the ladder? Other countries didn't have it. We have so much of potential which we haven't developed. Look at our food from one area to another. Have you utilized it? We have a variety of food. On that we can improve with fusion. Let's do that. We have to be special in many ways. Because remember, tourism was not something that was new to us. It was there even in the time of the Anuradhapura period. In a way, Anuradhapura even had this red light district. Because when you came by ship from one monsoon, you couldn't go back till the other monsoon. So what do you do in between? So in their own way, they worked out what tourism had to be. I'm not advocating that at all. Otherwise, we'll have a whole lot of people picketing outside my office tomorrow. But I'm giving you an idea of how they did it. People came to climb Siripada long ago. Obviously, we had promoted ourselves well. Then if we have to promote ourselves, what is the key is hospitality. Where do I stay? What do I get? What do I eat? I must say that there can be expansion and improvement on our cuisine. And there can be a number of types of not only Sri Lankan cuisine from outside. Basically, why don't we run the whole range of rice from the paella in Spain to the rice in Japan? Something we can do. We can have our own fusion. Now we have a number of our experienced personnel are going out. What do we do? I think we should now get expats in larger numbers. So the interaction there will produce something more. And look at our boutique hotels which are doing quite well, and that's something we started only about 2003, 2004. It's just 20 years. So there are different niche markets that we can go for, many areas. And we'll be promoting golf tourism. We are putting together our tourism proposals and also where we can really develop. What are the availabilities for tourism? What are the availabilities for other sports? Now, first thing is, how do we keep people in Colombo? What is there for them today? Very little. You go to a museum, it's short run. Go to Gangarama, you look at the Independence Square and back. So what are we planning? All the way up to the Independence Square, it will be a new area. We want to develop our museum, make use of other areas for arts and entertainment. But you all have to chip in. Help us to do it. Give us ideas. That's what you're planning. Already in Kandy, we have had an offer for the Bogambara prison and hotel school. Make it a center for Buddhist tourism. There are so many places to visit which are not exploited. Not only Maligaon, the 4 Devala and Gedige, Lanka Tilaka, Ambakke. Look at how many there are. Just on that, a Mahavali Museum and a Victoria Garden with the statue of Queen Victoria. That should be enough. So let's look at how we can develop the different areas. Let's work on it. And our cuisine, as again, we should have both foreign cuisine, Sri Lankan cuisine, fusion cuisine. If you go to Thailand or Singapore and you come to Ceylon, Sri Lanka, what's the choice? What do we offer? What do they offer? How do we help you to get there? So there's we need new thinking. We can't get there with the old mindset. Just forget, put it aside. Think anew of the new people who will come. Then we can achieve our 5 million. And 5 million, a minimum rate of 500 US or 600 US. It can be done. We can make it. There should be no restrictions. You want to get anyone from Sri Lanka? Yes. You want to get anyone from outside? Yes. All that matters is how much you earn and how many dollars we get. We have to get out of the debt cycle. We can't be stuck there. So we can't have inhibitions. Let our tourism base think anew and let's develop as a tourist center, a well-known one, at our music and our dance, what we can do. We have to think out of the box. But I am confident all of you can make and will achieve our targets. And when you achieve 5 million, let's go for 7.5 million with higher paying tourists. Why 500? 750 or 1,000. Everyone you get, make the maximum. That's all that I can tell the hotel industry. Thank you.